Hello, hello everybody, and welcome to Racing from
Delaware Park.
Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we are going to take a look at Wednesday's 9-race card. 9 races, all thoroughbreds today, no Arabian race today. However, as you know, the rains have been not kind to us here at Delaware lately, and rained most of the day yesterday and sopped that grass, and we were off the turf again. And so we had 9 races all on the fast, which dried out the fast track. So we're all on the main track today for the 9-race card. So once again, Bungie had no pick. Will he give up, or will he try to come down and give us? Yeah, he's what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What am I asking you for? You know, he whinnies in my ear, but I interpret it to English, right? All right. Do you have one for Thursday? That's tomorrow, Bungie. He's worried about tomorrow being on the turf because it's pretty wet out there, but he's going to give us one anyway, he says. And here it is. Winter Union. Winter Union, the name of the horse Bungie likes on the turf for Thursday. Right, Bungie? Yes. All right. All right. You want to stay down here and watch the show? No, because that way nobody would pay attention to me. They'd all be looking at you. So go away. All right, that takes care of Bungie. And now, without any further ado, let's take a look at the field for the opener. 2-year-olds going here, 5 furlongs. It was interesting in the paddock. I wait for the Saratoga's first race to run, and they had a 2 3/8 miles jump race that took 4.5 minutes. And then as soon as that's over, here comes our race. It takes about a minute, going 5 furlongs, but quite a difference. But scratch the 1A, and let's see who the favorite was. It was Isadora Bella. Everybody jumping on that hot Andy Simoff first-time starter. Let's see if they're right as we go to John Curran and the call.
And they're off. Isadora Bella toward the outside, away well, joined by, toward the inside, it's Subalu. She's primo, also right there between horses and now. She's primo to the front. Leads it now by a length. Subalu back in a second, followed by Isadora Bella. Dye has the inside track in fourth, followed by Past Perfect, and Classical Lady is your trailer. She's primo, pulls clear of the field by 3 lengths as they race into the turn with Subalu on the inside. Past Perfect right alongside, moving closer. Then 2 lengths further back to the favorite Dye. Isadora Bella of the gray next in line, and Classical Lady continues the trail. They've got a quarter to go, and she's primo to catch, and she's still going well on the front end. Opening quarter in 22 2 as they turn for home. She's primo opens up 5 on the field. Dye toward the inside trying to rally. Subalu is there. Isadora Bella and Past Perfect. 4 across the track, but they're battling for the balance. It's all She's Primo in an impressive debut. She's Primo will win at first, asking by about 4. Isadora Bella closing well for second, followed by Dye and Subalu.
And it was She's Primo. Pretty impressive first-time starter here by the Factor. J.D. Acosta was aboard for buddy Lupe Preciado, and the owner Nicholas Camarano Jr. 27.40 and an upset there. 27.49.65 even. Isadora Bella was second with McCarthy 380.220. Dye was third with Pedroza 220. Exacta 109 even. The Tri 241.80. The Super 482 even. All right, on to the second race we go. Oh, wait a minute.
Claims.
Yes, claim person. Thanks for holding me up there. The only claim of the day in sleeping on the job was the claim person. Jesus Cruz claimed the 1D, Dye. All right, on to the second we go. had a field of 6 to compete. The favorite was Big Awesome at 7-5.
And they're off. Toward the outside, Durrett Lane breaks well, goes right for that lead. Right there between horses, that's More Front. Down toward the inside, Hirschbein settles in the third. The winner is up on the outside fourth, followed by Big Awesome. And the trailer down the backstretch, getting into a slow start with Horse Spotter Carl. They approach the half-mile marker on the front end. Durrett Lane by a length over More Front. 3 lengths further back to Big Awesome toward the inside of The Winner Is. Hirschbein has now dropped back a notch in fifth, and the trailer still is Horse Spotter Carl, who's about 8 lengths off that lead as they race into the turn. Durrett Lane being stalked by More Front. 2 lengths further back, The Winner Is up on the outside of Big Awesome. Then a gap of 4 lengths further back to Hirschbein. Another 3.5 to the trailer, Horse Spotter Carl with 3/8 to go. More Front on the outside, now sticks a neck in front. Up on the outside, The Winner Is trying to kick it in down toward the inside, trying to battle back Durrett Lane. Big Awesome looks for a seam. Those 4 cross the track as they head for home. There's a scrimmage for that lead, and we have 4 big on the outside. The Winner Is between horses, More Front. Hirschbein a late rally toward the center of the track. The Winner Is and More Front to the wire. Late run from Hirschbein, but it's The Winner Is, the winner by about 3/4 of a length. More Front settles for second, followed by Hirschbein.
And The Winner was indeed the winner. The only was actually the technicality horse in the race, and an upset with CC Carol Cedeno for Jeff Talley and the Papa Top stable. 14:45 even 3:20. More Front was second with McCarthy 3:22.40. Hirschbein gets third with Rodriguez 3:40. Exact at $52. The try 156.40. The double 135.60, and the super 273.10. Just want to take a second here. You know, I've told you a couple times on this show I've been having trouble with my eyes this year. So if I walk by you in the grandstand or clubhouse and don't say hello, it's probably because I didn't see you. But I just want to show Janet Mason, who's the graphics person here. She makes these cue cards for me every day so I can read the names of the horses and the prices. And I don't know what I've done this meeting without her. And I think she just deserves a little recognition. She's really helped me out a lot. But sometimes you might hear papers rattling. It's because I'm reading her big cue cards that I can see. When my eyes get better, then I'll never thank her again. But for the meantime, I really appreciate how she's helped me out. All right, let's get back to the action now. Race number 3. Uh-oh. This race taken off the turf, and look what happened. Only 3 horses remain. So not much to say. The big favorite was the 1A, who was entered main track only. Let's see what happens here in the third.
And they're off. Stumbling a bit was the 8 horse there, Golden Austin at the break. That will leave a Fleet Ferry and Consider This to vie for that lead, and neither one's going at a hectic pace there. And Golden Austin will settle in the third as they make their way into that first turn. A Fleet Ferry on the inside, Consider This on the outside. They're just heads apart as they make their way around the turn. Golden Austin racing third. Comfortable pace scenario for the top 2. And it's a Fleet Ferry leading it now by 2. Consider This well in hand in second. And Golden Austin's moved a bit closer in third as they race toward the back stretch. Opening quarter and a comfortable 25-3. Fleet Ferry leads it by a length and 3/4. Consider This is right there going easily in second. And Golden Austin still a close-up third with the easy tempo as they roll down the back stretch. Fleet Ferry continues on the front end by a length and 1/4 under Kevin Gomez. Consider This is right there in a good stalking spot second, and Golden Austin remains in third. Not much has changed in the first half mile. They've gone the opening half in 51-4 as they make their way into the turn. Fleet Ferry still leads it by a good length. Consider This still a patient second. Golden Austin is a length further back in third. All 3 still with a shot as they race into the turn. The Fleet Ferry now being challenged by Consider This. It's 2.5 lengths to Golden Austin trying to keep pace with the top 2. Fleet Ferry on the inside, Consider This on the outside are now squaring off with a quarter to go, and Consider This goes right on by and begins to edge away. Consider This now opens up 2.5 as they head for home. The 6 win in 116-3. It's Consider This, the favorite. favorite in Fergal Lynch in control with a furlong to go. The battle is strictly for second. Dalton Austin's making a run on the outside. A Fleet Fairy's trying to hang on the inside, but it's all consider this powering away down the lane by 7 or 8 lengths. A Fleet Fairy hangs on to second with Gone Austin third.
And the big favorite wins easily. Consider this for Fergal Lynch and Kentucky Derby winning trainer Michael Matz for the Augustin Stable, 240 to win. A Fleet Fairy was second with Gomez, and Gone to Austin with Carrasco was third. Exacted nothing, the try none, the double 24.40, pick 3 88.80, and of course no superfecta with a 3-horse field. Be pretty hard to have a super, wouldn't it? You got the all for fourth, that's for sure. All right, let's get back to a bigger field. Race number 4. Scratch the 2, the 7, and the 8. Favorite here was Crafty Concord at 8 to 5.
And they're off. Asphalt Paving breaks well from the far outside, but So Long Chuck down toward the inside quickly goes on by. So Long Chuck to the front. Asphalt Paving, Crafty Concord heads apart in second and third, and with the rail, that's Best Offer moving forwardly in fourth, and the trailer is Match Up. They've got over a half mile to go, and So Long Chuck by 2. The great Crafty Concord in pursuit. Up on the outside, Asphalt Paving. Best Offer has the rail. Match Up continues at the back, about 5 lengths from front to back. Opening quarter win in 22 and 2. So Long Chuck leads him into the turn, still by 2.5, maybe 3 over Crafty Concord. Asphalt Paving going along evenly, followed by Best Offer, and Match Up moves up on the outside. But So Long Chuck is trying to say so long to the field. Opens up 5 or 6 with a quarter to go. It's all So Long Chuck. Half in 45 and 2 as they turn for home. Well off the rails, So Long Chuck in front by 6. Up on the outside, it's Asphalt Paving. Match Up toward the inside, both trying to rally with a furlong to go. So Long Chuck is digging in, still holds on by 4. Match Up gaining some ground, as is Asphalt Paving, but it's So Long Chuck holding on gamely, and So Long Chuck will win. Match Up closed well for second.
So Long Chuck does it for the red hot Jose Ferrer. He's leading the pack at Monmouth. He comes in here, it seems like, gets one mount and wins with it. And then leading trainer Jamie Ness was the trainer for the Acclaim Racing Stable, 784.60, 280. Match Up was second for Trevor McCarthy and Jamie Ness, so it's a Ness exacta, 523.40. Asphalt Paving with Carrasco was third, 320. The exacta, the Jamie Ness exacta, pretty healthy, 35.40 for 2. The try, 111.60. The double, $16. The pick 3, 67.60. The pick 4, 760.50, and no superfecta. On to the 5th, another one taken off the turf. This one, at least, we still had 6 of them going. Scratch the 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 14. So, favorite was Burford. Here they go.
And they're off. Chasing Stars away well. Great Harbor Cade. Burford up on the outside. Next in line, that's Awesome Ghost, Texas Two-Step, and Call First quickly dropping 10 lengths off the pace as they speed past the half-mile marker. Chasing Stars, Great Harbor Cade, and Burford across the track. 2 lengths further back to Awesome Ghost. Then a gap of 6 more to Texas Two-Step, and way back, Call First, struggling at the back of the pack. Into the turn, Burford now pulls clear by 1.5 lengths over Great Harbor K. Dropping back, Chasing Stars, moving up on the outside. Here comes Awesome Ghost putting in a bid. 5 lengths further back to Texas Two-Step as they turn for home with Burford to catch. Up on the outside, it's Awesome Ghost making a bid down toward the inside. Dropping back, Great Harbor K. Texas Two-Step rallies in fourth, going after the leaders with a furlong to go. Burford is digging in. Burford leads it by 2.5 lengths. On the outside, Texas Two-Step is coming fast, but Burford got the jump, holding on. Burford will win. Texas Two-Step getting second, followed by Awesome Ghost.
Burford takes it for Super Mario Pino. He's about 160 wins away from 7,000 career wins. How about that? One of the winningest jockeys in the history of the game. Amy Hall, the trainer for the famed Country Roads Limited. You know, Burt Bacharach used to be involved with that group. I'll have to find out if he's still the owner of the Country Road Stables. 480, 260, 210. Texas Two-Step was second with McCarthy, $3, 220. And Awesome Ghost was third with Pablo Rodriguez, $3.20. That exacta paid $12.40. The try $35.40. The double $27.60. Pick 3 $25.70. Super $92. And on we roll to race number 6 on a Wednesday card. And the 6th race, they're going to go once around the oval, 1 mile. By the way, pay attention. We got a great starting gate crew and a great starter. Just every race they come out in a line. It's just a pretty high percentage of perfect starts, I'll tell you that. And they are appreciated. You only talk bad about it when one horse gets a bad break, and that's very rare. All the times that these starts are good. We'll get a good view of this one here with the 1 mile marker right under the camera. The favorite was Bronx Sandman. I don't remember how this start was, but I'm putting my faith that it'll be another perfect start.
We're about set. And they're off. That's a pretty even start for them all. They're across the track in the early going. Toward the inside Platinum Pound with the rail moving up. Halite, and Halite will cut that corner and take him into that first turn in front by about a length. Platinum Pound racing second. Bronx Salmon up toward the outside. Union Rank saves all the ground. Followed by American Deluxe, followed by Kingston Pike, and His Royal Majesty called 3 wide around the first turn. As they reach the backstretch on the front end, Halite on the inside, Platinum Pound on the outside. A length and after Bronx Sandman racing in third with toward the inside Union Ranks in fourth. The gray is His Royal Majesty working his way up in the fifth, followed by American Deluxe and Kingston Pike. Only about 5 or 6 lengths separates this field. Opening quarter went in 24-2 as they race down the backstretch. On the inside, Halite. On the outside, Platinum Pound. A length further back to Union Ranks to the inside. Bronx Salmon up on the outside. It's about 2 lengths to American Deluxe, His Royal Majesty, and Kingston Pike. Not much is changing. Still only about 4.5 lengths separates the field after a half in 47-4. Into the turn, Platinum Pound putting pressure on Halite. Up on the outside, Bronx Salmon, Union Ranks toward the inside. His Royal Majesty trying to gain in fifth along with American Deluxe, and Kingston Pike is at the back. They've got a quarter to go. Up on the outside, Bronx Salmon engaging Halite for that lead. They wheel home together. Toward the inside, Union Ranks. Up on the outside, His Royal Majesty followed by American Deluxe. And now Bronx Sandman sent to the front. Leads it by about a length. On the inside, Halite trying to battle back in second, followed by His Royal Majesty and Union Ranks. But it's Bronx Sandman edging away. Bronx Sandman will prevail by about 3 lengths. Halite getting second, tight for third with Union Ranks on the inside. His Royal Majesty on the outside, a photo for third.
Bronx Sandman gets the job done in the 6th race for another victory for Victor Carrasco. And Gary Capuano. Gary had a winner here on Monday, too, doing well. Shipping into Delaware, 540, 340, 280. Halite was second with Jimenez, 840, 540. Union Banks was third with Marin, 5 even. The exacta 44.60. The try paid $224.80. The double $21. Pick 3 $39.90, and the super $363.40. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. All righty. On to the 7th race, which would have been on the turf if the rains hadn't taken it away. So scratch the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. That left 5 of them to go. 1 mile and 70 yards.
We're about set. And they're off. Conquest Valkyrie being hustled for that lead. Up on the outside, that's Princess Nakia and Flippity Flop toward the inside mixed ways. 4 across the track. Only one taken back is Bucolic. As they race into that first turn, mixed ways the first timer has the inside track on Conquest Valkyrie. Then up on the outside, getting out a bit around the bend with Princess Nakia. Flippity Flop between horses and with the rail. Moving up toward the inside, Bucolic. Conquest Valkyrie now takes over as they make their way toward the backstretch with Mixed Ways back into second. Up on the outside, it's Princess Nakia. Following that, it's Flippity Flop, and your trailer is Bucolic. Opening quarter goes in 24-1 as they straighten away. Conquest Valkyrie leads it by 2 lengths. Up on the outside, Princess Nakia toward the inside, Mixed Ways. A length further back to Flippity Flop and 3.5 lengths to Bucolic at the back. They race down the backstretch and Conquest Valkyrie by a length. Mixed Ways toward the inside. Princess Nakia is there with Flippity Flop and 2 more lengths further back to Bucolic. Only about 5 lengths separates this field. After a half in 49-1. They've got under a half mile to go. Conquest Valkyrie still showing the way. Mixed Ways toward the inside. Up on the outside, Princess Nakia. Flippity Flop next in line, and Bucolic now begins to join the fray. 5 all with a shot. 3 lengths separates the field as they make the way around the bend. Conquest Valkyrie surging up on the outside from last. Here comes Bucolic making a big bid. Mixed Ways toward the inside, still with a shot as they turn for home. They're 5 across the track basically, and Mixed Ways resurging on the inside regains that lead. Up on the outside, Conquest Valkyrie. Bucolic is flattened out. Toward the inside, Flippity Flop still with a shot. For a long to go, and Mixed Ways in his debut is running a good one. Flippity Flop charging and Conquest Valkyrie, but it's going to be Mixed Ways to win this one. She'll win it by about 2 lengths. Flippity Flop getting second, followed by Conquest Valkyrie.
All right, Mixed Ways. I'll tell you about this one in a minute. Wins it for Jorge Vargas, the winner Kentucky Derby winning trainer, Graham Motion, second Kentucky Derby winning trainer of the day to win. Let me tell you something. This is a first-time starter, which Graham only wins 11% with first-time starters. You know, he wins, but not that often. And this one was Giants Causeway, bred for the turf, so he even won on the dirt. And here's another thing. Graham gets hot, and he's been having a case of seconitis all around the country. So look out. Graham Motion might start a win streak for him. Keep your eye on his horses. Mixed Ways pays $343, $210. This was owned by Wertenheimer and Frere. Flippity Flop was second with Lara, $443. Conquest Valkyrie was third with Marin, $220. The exact in 1960, the try $44, the double $18.20, pick 3 $27.50, pick 5 $224.80, and no super, of course, in that race. All right, here's our feature race coming up here, the White Clay Creek. Overnight, $50,000 guarantee for 2-year-old fillies. White Clay Creek is that little creek that you walk over when you're coming in from the Grove parking lot. You cross that footbridge and you see the creek. It's very relaxing. It gets you in a good mood coming in. And if you lose on the way out, it calms you down a little bit. It's also the name of our country club here where the golf course is, the White Clay Creek Country Club. So that's where the name came from. A field of 6 2-year-old fillies. Well, some nice ones. You could see a future star come out of this race. Here's the White Clay Creek Stakes.
And they're off in the White Clay Creek, and that's a perfectly even start for them all. Congrats Gal, though, has the most early foot. Up on the outside, that's Group Tex quickly to challenge. Down toward the inside, that's Hey Dilly. Jaywalk next in line, in between horses, as they make their way down the back stretch. Up on the far outside, that's Harbor Way, and Start the Show is at the back. They speed into the bend. Congrats Dow showing the way. Leads still by length over Group Text. It's still 2 lengths to Hey Dilly toward the inside. Up on the outside, that's Jaywalk going evenly right now in fourth, followed by Start This Show and Harbor Way. About 7 lengths off that lead, set by Congrats Gal, who's going well on the front end. Opens up 3.5 lengths on the field. It's Congrats Gal in front by 3 or 4. Group Text chasing. Jaywalk trying to rally up on the outside, 4 wide. Harbor Way as they turn for home. It's still Congrats Gal to catch. She leads it still by about 3.5. On the outside, Jaywalk toward the inside. Group Text followed by Start the Show, Hey Dilly, and dropping out of it Harbor Way. A 16th to go. It's the favorites going out to Congrats Gal, but here comes Jaywalk with big, strong strides, and Jaywalk powers right on by. Jaywalk, Joshua Navarro will win it by 2.
Wow, pretty impressive win by Jaywalk. Coming down the stretch for Joshua Navarro and another Kentucky Derby winning trainer. The third one that won today on a Wednesday here at Delaware Park. John Service, who trained Smarty Jones. DJ Stable LLC and Cassius King LLC. Some pretty famous stables too. 540, 240, 210. Congrats Gal was coming off a third in the Grade 3 Schuylerville. Runs second here with Acosta, 220, 210. Group Text with the Pennington for service. He ran first and third. How about that? 280. The exacta $9. The try 26. Double 1180. Pick 3 24. Pick 4 67. Super 38.50. And there we go. And on to the ninth and final. 4 thoroughbreds today. The favorite was Forest Lily. Let's watch the last race.
And they're off. Toward the outside, Noisy Ripples and Mercy both break well, and Mercy to the front by a half. Up on the outside, Noisy Ripples racing in second. Down toward the inside, that's Rill in the Hills. Up on the outside of Tina Salsa going along in fourth. A gap of 2.5 lengths to Cuckoo for Coconuts, followed by Forest Lily. And Beat You by a Chubby News is at the back. Half mile to go on the front end. Mercy leads it by 2. Rill in the Hills chasing up on the outside of Tina Salsa is also on the move, followed by Noisy Ripples racing in fourth. Still 3 lengths to Cuckoo for Coconuts, followed by Forest Lily and Beat You by a Chubby News. Into the bend they go. Mercy, flanked by Rill in the Hills, up on the far outside of Tina Salsa. Now a gap of about 4.5 lengths further back to Noisy Ripples. Next in line, Cuckoo for Coconuts, followed by Beat You by Chubby News and Forest Lily as they turn for home with Mercy trying to fend off Rill in the Hills at the top of the stretch. They're head to head. 4 lengths further back. Tina Salsa is fading. Up on the outside trying to rally. That is Cuckoo for Coconuts and Beat You by a Chubby News. But now, powering to the front and drawing away, it's Rill in the Hills for Danny Centeno. Will win this by about 4. Mercy hanging on to second, followed by Tina Salsa. I think Cuckoo for Coconuts rounds out your super.
And it was Rill in the Hills. Taking that one for Made Sense to bet on Centeno. Daniel Centeno for Kenneth Decker and Jacks Are Better Farms Incorporated. $9.20, $4.80, $3. Mercy was second with Jeremy Rose, $7.20, $4.80. Tina Salsa for Mario Pino, riding for his brother Michael Pino, $4 to show. The exacta, $66. They tried $227.20. The final double of the day, $54, and the pick 3, $60.20. The super, $684.90, and that does it for Wednesday. So we had 9 races, all thoroughbreds. We did have a 3-horse field and the 2 other off the turfers, but let's see the handle. Not bad. 1,140,560, and I thank Janet for these cue cards. I have to thank Elaine Tapman for making the handle big for me to read too. I'm just so helpless in here, but I have these beautiful women helping me out. What could be better than that? All right. How are we doing on time? All right. We're out of time, so thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.